find a way. That's our motto this year's playoffs. Find a way. Round 2 got started, and I have to talk about the Avs first because, wow. So it went about as expected. I knew when this series was made, I knew this wasn't going to be last year. Last year's Blues were, ugh, they were hideous. They were just awful. I remember that West Division race. It was them and Arizona. And St. Louis basically got that spot by default because Arizona was somehow worse. But this isn't that team. Ryan O'Reilly, as much as we don't like him, Ryan O'Reilly didn't pound his chest like he did last year. He didn't say anything real arrogant. Binnington's not the same Binnington from the last 2 seasons. That Binnington was awful. He's kind of in that form that got him the cup 3 years ago. But and he showed it. It was frustrating. But we did for the first time all postseason, we didn't score first. We had to start from behind. Because a bad turnover led to Ryan O'Reilly. Of course, it's him. Put it in right there, and we ended the first period behind. So that was new to us too. So and I said we're gonna take the second period. That's exactly what happened. We were shooting. Nichushkin tied it up. Gerard had this beauty of a shot that went in, and it was 2-1 after 40, and we had some power plays. But the power play really wasn't showing up. And then they had one finally, and it looked like we were going to kill it. But then Jordan Kyrou ties the damn thing up. I go, oh! But then Braden Shen hits Manson in the face of his stick, and he's gonna pout and moan for some reason. I don't know why. You hit him in the face with your stick. What more do you want? So he goes in the box, pissed off, and I figure we can end it here. We may not need we're not gonna need overtime. Honestly, we had 3 power plays. Honestly, that third one was our worst one. We just weren't getting anything. We ended up needing overtime. The rest of it's killed off, and it was back and forth. It was back and forth for the most part. We kind of dominated a little bit, but it was back and forth for the most part. And then when the shots were coming in, with 12 minutes left, Kadri gets it to Landeskog, who gets it to, of all people, Josh by God Manson. What a shot! What a shot! So Manson puts it in, the ex-Duck gets it in, and that's that. The Avs win 3-2. We strike first in this series, and we have a chance to complete it. And we have a chance to complete it Thursday. Thursday's game 2. Now before that, the playoffs actually did start with the playoffs. The second round did start in Florida with the Florida series. I was pulling for Tampa. I picked Tampa to win it because Florida's good, but they're not there yet. I said when Game 7 happened between Tampa and Toronto, I said whoever's winning that game, they're gonna beat Florida. So Florida did score first. Andy Duclair put it in, but then it was all Tampa. They scored 4 goals, 3 were on the power play. That really has to piss the Panthers off because their power play is still dead. 0-for-21 in the playoffs. They are this far in the playoffs for the first time in 26 years without a power play goal. How's that possible? But Tampa gave it to them, so the home ice advantage really is gone. The best that Florida could do is salvage a split, and so Tampa took game 1. I still think they're going to take the series. 6 games. They won't need 7. And the Lightning really played like the back-to-back champs that they are. And we'll see what happens Thursday. But anyway, so it was a great start to round 2. Tampa took care of business on the road. And the Avs, again, we found a way. So Tampa and Colorado are both up 1-0 in their Elite Eight series, but this is only the beginning. It's going to be an insane. It's going to be an insane second round. I just have that gut feeling. And like I said, the Avs, we're one win. We're one win closer to getting over that second round bugaboo we've had the last 3 years. Just one game at a time. So that's my recap of tonight's action. And of course, tomorrow, the Metropolitan and the Pacific Series start on ESPN. It's game one between the Rangers and Hurricanes. And then it's game one of the Battle of Alberta. That's going to be delicious. I just know it is. And of course, game two of these series, that's Thursday on TNT. But TNT has the Atlantic and Central Series, and ESPN has the Metropolitan and the Pacific Series. So that's the schedule. It's pretty much a basic schedule. So that's my recap of tonight's action. I'll be back tomorrow to recap the other game ones. So stay tuned.